What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right, before I get into this video, I want to remind you guys, as always, if you're watching this video and you haven't subscribed to Too Raw for TV, please subscribe to Too Raw for TV. If you haven't hit that notification button, please hit that notification button so that you'll be notified of any and every video that drops on my channel as soon as it drops. And also, if you like or at least appreciate the content on this channel, please hit that like button. All right, these are things that will help not only my channel, but other channels in the LDBC, the Lions Den basketball community, be that much better. All right, so also, if you want to show love for Too Raw for TV, you can do so in the links to the description box below via the PayPal or the Cash App. And if you want to come over to hear, you know what I'm saying, me talk totally uncensored, unfiltered on the Patreon, you can go to the description box below and see the link and subscribe to the Patreon. It's only $2 per month on the Patreon. I know people have bills they got to pay, so I try to keep it as low as possible. But on the Patreon, I talk about, stuff that's relevant to us, social issues, politics, controversial topics, stuff that I can't talk about here on YouTube. All right, so on the Patreon, if you really like this channel, come over there and sign up. And I really, really appreciate everybody that supports this channel. I really appreciate everybody that's come over here and shown love to me and have signed up on the Patreon. I really do appreciate it. All right. Kawhi Leonard. That's all I got to say. When the AllStar Game started, when I was watching it, everybody else was having fun, animated, excited, having fun. But Kawhi, he just seems like he has a different type of mental approach to the game. I know a lot of people get tired of the platitudes that some people talk about with Kawhi because they think that only one guy should be praised. You know what I'm saying? They kind of like how, to be honest, how some Jordan fans used to be back in the 90s. They thought the only guy that should get praised was Jordan. You know what I'm saying? And that did exist. Okay, and that's existed for a lot of people's fan bases. But Kawhi just has this laser-like focus, man. It does remind you of guys like a Michael Jordan and a Kobe and a Bird. He's an assassin, and it's what's so amazing about Kawhi. Well, let me go break down the numbers before I say this. He had a game high 30 points. All right, he had 30 points for Team LeBron. To go along with 8 3-pointers, which is second all time in the All-Star game behind only Chris Paul, who hit 9. And no. It was Paul George, excuse me. Paul George hit 9 3-pointers back in 2016. God damn you, Reggie Miller. You said it was Chris Paul. You know what I'm saying? He was 8 of 14 overall from downtown. I think he had something like 7 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 steals. And so he had a pretty good all around performance. You know what I'm saying? But this is just something to add to his collection. He has 2 NBA Finals MVPs. Now he has an All-Star Game MVP. So Kawhi Leonard is really on his way to being a legend. But I know that his focus is always winning championships. That's pretty much the only thing that he is concerned about. He's not concerned about leading the NBA in scoring. He's not concerned about leading the NBA in assists. You know what I'm saying? He's not concerned about steals. He's concerned about having a team sufficient to win a championship. Um, these are some words that Leonard had after uh, last night's performance. He says, my mindset is always just to try to make my team the best at the end of the regular season. And if I'm fortunate enough to win a regular season MVP, then I'll be happy with it. I always just want to win championships. I'm not really concerned with the personal goal. So I always want to play to win championships. That's why he doesn't really give a fuck about all the criticism about, well, what disqualifies Kawhi is missing all the games. You know, if Kawhi didn't miss so many games, then he would be in the conversation for MVP. Never mind the fact that Bill Walton won the 77-78 league MVP while only playing in 58 games. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. So Bill Walton, who was notorious for having injury issues, he missed 24 games that year and still won league MVP. So it's not like it hasn't happened before. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Kawhi isn't really interested in all of this shit. First of all, Kawhi is interested in staying healthy. You know what I'm saying? If the Spurs had listened to this man and not accused him of being a liar, he would still be a San Antonio Spur. And if Kawhi was with the Spurs, they would probably have another superstar playing there with Kawhi instead of having a B-list team stars. I'm not trying to be funny, but you know, you have LaMarcus Aldridge and DeMar DeRozan, who are really good players, but they should be more like second and third options rather than first and second options. All right, so the Spurs could be in a totally different position right now. They could be working on shit. Who knows? Their sixth or seventh championship. Probably their seventh. The Kawhi was there, but you know it is what it is. Let's see what else he had to say. Talk about last year playing in the AllStar Game. It was fun. I played with Bron and AD last year, and I think the year before that or so. But it's always fun just to get around guys that are very competitive, see what they do on an everyday basis. Just talking, just being their teammate. We go at each other all year round, and just like I said, it's great to be able to pick their brain and just be around them and joke and laugh. Yeah, but Kawhi using this opportunity to see some of these dudes' weaknesses too, and he embeds that shit in his brain, just like Jordan used to do. Jordan used to laugh and joke, but he was also looking at your game and looking at your weaknesses and see, you know, what's some things that he could take advantage of. I don't know, man. Am I biased toward Kawhi over LeBron? Yeah, personally I am. You know what I'm saying? But I try to be fair. LeBron James, I'm gonna tell you something though about LeBron James. To be his age, 35 years old, and to be having a season that he's having, averaging 25 points, about I think close to 8 rebounds, leading the NBA in assists at nearly 11 per game. I think he's shooting 49% from the floor, 35% from three. He's having a remarkable season. All right. Um, Offensively and playmaking wise, passing wise, he's having a great year. Um, he is going to be, barring a major collapse, he's going to be the oldest man ever to lead the NBA in assists. I think he's going to be the oldest man ever to lead the NBA in assists. The, the previous oldest person to lead the NBA in assists, if memory serves me correctly, was John Stockton. The last year he led the NBA in assists, John Stockton was 34 years old by the end of the season. That was the prior oldest, but LeBron's gonna be 35 years old, and this is gonna be the first time he's led the NBA in assists. So it's just it'll be a remarkable accomplishment. He'll be just the second man to lead the NBA in points and assists in different seasons. The only other guy being Wilt Chamberlain, who was a center. So he's a very unique and remarkable and versatile player. Of course, Nate Tiny Archibald during the 72-73 season led the NBA simultaneously in points and assists, averaging 34 points and 11 rebounds for the Kansas City Omaha Kings, which means that he was responsible in some portion for 45 points for his team's points tonight. That's a hell of a load, man. Uh, Nate was balling that year. Nate Archibald was balling, man. So yeah, but you know what I'm saying. We got some great stars in this league, man. You got Giannis, young up and coming. Zion Williamson is definitely going to be in the AllStar game next year. You have some really good players out there. Devin Booker's good. Um, you know, you still have stars out there, but as far as the top guys, to me, eventually LeBron James is going to get old. He's going to He's going to get old. And he's going to fall off a little bit. But it's not going to be anytime soon, which is why I think that he's going to eventually break Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's scoring record. I wanted to see how his body hold up this year, and so far he's held up. I thought this was going to be the key year for me to decipher whether he was going to break Kareem's record. He's held up. So I'm thinking now he's going to surpass Kareem because now he's getting closer. He's getting closer to 34,000 points. All right. He should get there. He should get there sometime toward the end of the season. 34,000 points, and then he'll only be 4,000 points behind, which at this point would be about 2 more full seasons for him, depending on how many points he scores per game. But I think he's going to do it, man. I think he's going to get there. But Kawhi right now, he's not going to have the longevity of a LeBron James. And he knows that which is why he has this load management strategy. But the next 4 to 5 years, I think are going to be Kawhi Leonard's best years. And barring injury, every year he's going to be in a championship discussion. It's going to be different though next year when Kevin Durant is healthy and he's playing with the Brooklyn Nets. That adds a totally different dimension, and to the NBA. And the league will be fine, man. The league is going to be in good hands right now, in my opinion, with the talent that's out there. A lot of people are concerned about what's going to happen to the NBA when LeBron retires. And I think the NBA is going to be fine. Tell me what you guys think.